It's time for the Giz Wiz with Mad's Maddest Writer, Dick DeBartolo. This is episode 1871, recorded Thursday, February 17th, 2022. Chad's mugshot. On this episode of the Giz Wiz, Dickie D has probably the world's largest power strip, some crazy party lights. I have another of my cheap version of an expensive gadget and your videos. All next on the Giz Wiz!
It's the same dumb show with Dickie D and OMG Chad on your PC. It's time for the Giz Wiz because gadgets are his business. They've got a gizmo sickness, geek disease, under pathology, rows and rows of USBs, glowing LEDs. Get ready for the Giz Wiz now.
You won't find him in a bargain bin. Dick DeBartolo. How you doing, Dickie D?
I'm doing good, sir. And you?
Doing good. Doing great.
We just heard about a ship afloat on
It's a fire sale. A fire sale.
A real fire sale. I know. I just sold my Farallon because it seems the crew has abandoned the ship.
So this is, according to Retro Tech Noir, breaking a giant cargo ship. Felicity Ace is on fire in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. It's carrying a cargo of Porsche and VW automobiles. And then earlier, someone in the chat had mentioned it was like 4,000 of them. So there's some context.
Well, I don't drive, so I'm not even gonna. Now I'm not sad now. Now it doesn't matter.
Don't even need it. It continues. The crew safely abandoned ship in lifeboats, and under marine law, the ship is now finders keepers.
Oh my goodness.
There it is. I like my automobiles toasty. I like that nice wood smoked flavor of
I imagine there are some mammoth tugs on their way out there trying to bypass each other. That's pretty amazing.
That's crazy.
Amazing. Crazy.
I mean, you would think at what time? I don't understand any of this marine law stuff. Does that mean that you could just have a tugboat fight it out and?
Yeah, I don't know how that's. Can
VW send some folks out there to try to take the rest of the ship back?
Yes. I don't know if it's maybe physically who ties up to it. Otherwise, why wouldn't you just go out in the helicopter and jump on deck and go, it's mine, it's mine.
It's mine. I plant my flag. In the name of Giz Wiz, this ship is owned by me and Dickie D.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I don't know how that works. Anyway, what are we going to do with 4,000 cars?
When they say in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, they are not joking. Who is a Scooter X sent over an image, or a website, sorry. And here it is, this, lots of context here. I definitely can tell where that is. So zoom out, and it is in the middle.
Wow.
God, who knew there were so many ships out there?
Trying to get to it?
I guess. It's a mad rush.
Yes.
We can see the closest ship here. Is that a tugboat?
Who knows? It's the Ventura, whatever the Ventura is.
It's a cruise ship.
It's a cruise ship. Ladies and gentlemen, I have good news for you. We're not going to a port, but everybody on board gets a new Volkswagen.
You get a car, and you get a car, and you get a car. Oh my gosh. That would be the cruise to remember.
Yes.
Holy cow.
Wow. Although, with a modern ship, you would think they would have the world's most sophisticated fire suppression system, wouldn't you?
You would. I mean, I've seen on every Discovery Channel and, History Channel thing is fire on a ship is the scariest thing.
Yes. Yeah.
And I guess if it just gets out of hand, maybe there's some other cargo that.
Oh, that could be.
Was flammable or whatever. A Bentley, this is from Scooter X, reading live here in the chat. A Bentley spokesperson confirmed to The Drive that 189 of its vehicles are on board the Felicity Ace. Bentleys are not a cheap car. which according to some, back of the napkin math makes for a rough total retail value of at least $30 million.
Wow.
Do you think we can start a Kickstarter quickly enough to get some investors and get a boat out there?
Yeah. Wow.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah. So instead of a Bentley, you'll be buying a Bentley. Oh, do you mean Bentley? Oh, no, we thought you said... In that case, it is $120,000, not just $30,000.
Right.
Yeah.
That's insane. That's crazy.
That is
so fun.
Bizarre.
Finders keepers, eh?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
We know where it is. We have the website. We know exactly
There you
where
go.
that thing is.
There you go. Google. What was it? Do we have the name of the ship?
The
Just Google
Felicity
ship
Ace.
Felicity. There you go. There you go.
Send some folks over. Oh man. Okay, so what happened last week? What's been going on
Let's
with
see.
you?
Oh, we had a very bizarre snowstorm. It was the best snowstorm I was ever through. I have a little 30-second video.
Wait a second. It was the best snowstorm you were ever through.
Yes, and I'll
like
show you why.
10 out of 10. Okay.
I'll show you why. Because
Ooh.
Ranch.
there we go.
Oh,
Doesn't
I
this look
started halfway through. Here we go.
Oh, okay.
New York City, the park is great when it first starts snowing. And the sidewalks are warm, so the sidewalks are kind of clear, but the snow is catching on every bush and every branch.
This looks like a movie. I mean, this looks
Doesn't
like
this
fake.
look spectacular?
Looks
Wow.
so good.
There's no wind, so all the snow is light.
Pretty neat. All right.
And-
So are you
and you-
dizzy yet?
So there was
around.
nothing to shovel
That is
because the
New
day
York-
before it was very warm in the city, so all the pavements were warm, and there was no wind, and the snow was very light snow, so it lingered on every leaf and every branch. It was really beautiful.
that is cool. That's cool.
And it's very funny. Dennis said the same thing when I showed him this video. He said, people are going to think it's a Hollywood set.
Yeah, it looks that good. I mean, this is like, the definition of like, Winter Wonderland.
Yes,
stuff.
yes. It would be great if Mother Nature could arrange it to just snow every place but on roads and sidewalks.
I agree. Come on, get it together, nature.
Get it together. Get it
Yeah,
together.
we gotta get nature 2.0 in here. If you don't whip your act together.
And meanwhile, we have gale warnings up. When I first read it, I thought it was very funny. It says, I copied it down. Gale warning now in effect until 1 p.m. Friday. That's tomorrow. Small craft advisory is now canceled. And I'm thinking, so if you have a little boat, you can go out? But then I remembered from, I guess, my Coast Guard class that small craft warnings, I believe, is 1 flag. And gale warnings, I believe, is 2 flags. So if you see the 2 flags together, you'll know that even though small craft warnings are canceled, it's really a lot worse
I see.
because now you have the 2 flags. So
Man, people really don't like Gale. What did she do
No.
to everybody?
no. Well, the city's supposed to get winds 50 to 60 miles an hour. So
Oof.
that's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. That's no fun. So is there anything to do? Just hunker down? Just don't go out? on the-
Go out and close the umbrellas and tie them down.
I see.
That's it. I don't have the boat to worry about. Normally, I'd run down and put more lines on the boat and get anything off the deck that could blow away. So
Has the new owner given you any updates? Made it? Arrived safe? No.
the new owner, no. In a way, that's good.
Yeah.
He's a very he just knows exactly what he wants to do with everything, and the one thing I know is that the batteries are at the end of their life.
Mhm.
And I said to him, the batteries are going to have to be replaced. He said, I hate gel batteries. I said, they're gel batteries. He goes, oh, they're going to go anyway. So the one thing I was worried about, they didn't have to worry about. And I'm going to do this, and I'm going to tear that out, and I'm going to put a thing in here. So it's fine. He just knows what he wants to do with
He
it.
had a
So
plan.
I feel great about
So
it.
you said gel batteries. Are those at all similar, like lithium ion, different technology?
No,
Like,
don't you have oh, you don't even know about gel batteries because you have
no.
electric cars. I don't even know what gel batteries are. All I know is in my original boat years ago, they were acid batteries. You had to put
Right.
water in them. So gel batteries are totally sealed, and
I
you never
see.
do anything to them except replace them after they last they're wildly expensive. I think new ones are $300 to $400.
Yeah, I just Googled it. You're right on the money.
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go. There
Yeah.
you go. Oh, there, and Optimum is what I have. That red
Yeah.
battery there. Um,
Yeah.
but they're great. I mean, they're well worth the money because they last a very wow. They really are up there.
Yeah. Not cheap for gel batteries. So would a lithium ion work in that situation? Like, to me,
I
lithium
don't.
ion, I understand. So it's like the
Yeah, I don't think it would work. The only thing
Yeah.
that's great about lithium ion is I used to have an emergency charger, which was an acid battery in it, and it weighed like 40 pounds. And if you didn't remember to charge it every 3 months, when you needed it, it was dead.
it's gone.
It gone. And then Cobra started out with those tiny little things about the size of a paperback book
Oh.
that will start an engine.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you probably have one. Well, you know
I
what?
do, actually.
Can you jump start an electric? No, you
No.
No, you can't.
Well, there's some weird if you get the battery down to 0, there is some weird steps you have to do, and it really is bad for the battery to do that. So you've like caused some permanent damage if the battery is completely 100% drained. And there is a way to basically jump start the car, which is just send electricity through it for the first time after a long time. But in general, you obviously don't have to jump the engine. There's no,
Yes, you're right.
you don't have to do any of that. But I do still own a gas powered car, and so I keep the lithium ion car starter. And I need a place to put it, so I put it in the back of my Tesla's trunk. Because every once in a while you see someone, with their hood up and jumper cables.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
And I love coming over with that thing because even if you get, a nice person to bring the car over, it's always hard to remember. You read first and then, ground it instead of put it on the battery and all that stuff. And so you just come over with one of those and it just makes everyone's day because it's super simple. You can't get it wrong. You throw it on there, start up their car. And you don't have to maneuver cars to be close to each other.
No, absolutely.
So,
and
yeah.
people sort of know them now, but when I got one of the first ones from Cobra, and at the marina, this guy came down the dock and he said, I'm broken down at the end of the dock. You think you could help me? And I said, yeah, I have a jump starter. So he went back to his boat, and I come down with this little thing, and he said, well, what's that? I said, I'm going to start I'm going to start your boat. And he goes, with that?
Yeah.
I said, hang on here. Just hang on here.
Watch me.
So, I hooked it up and he goes, oh, let me write the name of that. That is really amazing.
Yeah. And then also I like to keep it in there because it also has plugs to charge your phone and stuff like that. So
yes.
Worst case,
and a flashlight.
And a flashlight, exactly. So it has all that stuff. Love it. Awesome. Let's jump into some gadgets.
Jump into stuff. Okay, this is one of my new favorite gadgets, and here it is.
When I'm out, if I feel like attracting a little bit of attention, very little these days, I wear a mad hat. And if I feel like attracting a little more attention, I wear a mad hat and I carry a device I just bought like this. So then, as I walk along, I don't know, you sort of tend to attract a bit of attention.
A bit.
I love this so much. Let's just see what we can do with these trees. Dennis and I were playing with this down in the park, where there's an evergreen down there. Oh, look, isn't this great? So you don't even have to decorate a tree. You could just lay this on the floor and... All right, so we'll walk along a little more. We're going to shut it off for a minute now and go down and... Actually, this is probably enough. I just love this. I just love this. We'll go back to the ground again, and that's series 1, and then this is series 2, and then this is series 3. I guess I will do it more on the wall. Look at this. So the object here is, if you're having a party, you just carry this little box. It's battery operated, and it's supposed to run for 4 hours or so. And no matter what you flash it on, it just is amazing. Now this is down the basement, and it's fairly dark down here. There's one light on. So you can just see the walls and the floor. This is really a neat way to have a party. And I believe it was $45, but we'll check it out on Amazon. And this is really, you know what? It's great. If you have a really filthy apartment, you just shut all the lights off, and you just say to people, I just like it the way it is in here. It's kind of like a party kind of atmosphere. Now we just need some music. And a bar. Now the magic behind everything you saw is this. Is this neat? This little guy has a little bracket on it, so you can fasten it down.
It's so small.
Aim it where you want.
Yes.
And it's all done with a little remote control. There are 3 different auto settings. There are 3 different music plus auto settings. I haven't even played with these other controls. And a timer. It's like 1 hour, 3 hour, 5 hours, and it'll stay on that long and go off. And it comes with a little connector. It's 9 volts DC, okay, with a little pin at the end. And it can either plug into USB-C, it's USB at the other end. So you can either plug it into your computer or one of those little AC plugs. That's it. It's just called Party Light.
That is so cool. I love that it has the rechargeable battery aspect of it. And it's on. I can see your mind is blown.
Yeah, I'm always thinking. Oh, now you can tell, and I'm thinking.
That's so cool. I could see that like on a bicycle. You just have a dance party behind you the whole time.
Yes, yeah. No, I just love it. So I was off by $1. It's $45.99, and you can run it off AC. By using the little, if you have one of those little plug, it says plug included, but mine didn't come with a plug. And there's ultraviolet light built into it. I guess if you have something white on and you put it on ultraviolet, it'll look glow in the dark. But I think it's great.
Yeah, I agree. That is crazy cool. And I just see so many uses for it. It being so portable, rechargeable, and has so many functions. Take it to events, it could even be part of like a Halloween costume. You want to go as disco
absolutely.
Halloween, just
Absolutely.
get that thing. That's really cool.
And if you have evergreen trees outside your house, you could put one of these in front of each one, set it for red and green only. You don't have to decorate anything.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Pretty neat.
Very, very
Oh,
cool.
it does have a name. Jugular. Joguli. Juguli. The Juguli party
ro-
light.
Rolls off the tongue. Joguli.
Yeah.
Ugly.
Juggly. Oh, yeah, there you
Juggly.
go. Juggly. 128 patterns.
I do not believe it's waterproof. Magoo is
Oh,
asking.
no.
Yeah,
No, never.
I
No.
don't think so. That is crazy. Cool.
Neat thing. Neat.
Okay, cool.
All right, so we talked about a power strip that's big. Take a
biggest.
peek.
The biggest power strip
I
ever.
started a plan to organize the cables, but I thought, well, I can't do that until I find a way to plug in lots of plugs. So I did a web search to find the biggest power strip I could find. Ta-da! You think of Anchor, you think of GE, do you think of Super Danny? Okay. It's not Super Dandy, Super Danny.
To the rescue.
And, oh, wait. Oh, it doesn't sound like it's famous. Super Danny is a sub-brand of Iraqi.
Oh,
Of course. Why didn't I know
now
that?
you're talking.
So this is 22 outlets and 6 USB ports, okay? So this is 28. Ta-da! Oh, my. Whoa. Good. This is big.
Jeez.
Wow. Oh, well, you know, here's a first little kind of disappointment is I thought these from the picture would like bend down so they could
So you could put
face
things in like from the
out,
side,
they don't.
but no.
Okay,
Yeah.
so if only I had some transformer plugs to try. This is the smallest bin of 3. Okay, so we're just going to, well, you see right away, you lose a lot of outlets. No matter how you plug this in, you'll lose several outlets. Okay, unless they can go in that way. It does, but then if you need a bunch of these, but still in all, this is a lot of outlets. And, oh, you know, wait a minute. Take a shot over there. They did it for me. I'm just realizing that. This is how many things you can plug into one of these power strips, okay? It is they're saying 1,875 watts or 15 amps for the US and Canada. It's RoHS safety certified,
Oh, of course.
which is a European certification. And you have to read it. I just saw the words UL, but then I read carefully, and it is extension cord and plug certified by UL. Okay, so obviously not the unit itself. The reason I had some faith in the unit is, take a look over here, 432 ratings, and it got 4.9 out of 5 stars. Let me just
Whoa.
hit that up here.
People love it.
91%
Yeah,
gave it 5 stars. So that's pretty
91%.
amazing. All right, so these are little reset button, and these are the 6. Let me here we go. So it's a maximum of charging. I
put it on
over
the
here.
screen there.
2100 joule surge protection, overload protection, grounded protection, short circuit protection, over voltage protection, overheating protection, but no over hype protection. Okay. The plug is 6.5 feet. It's a flat plug. I do not like these angle flat plugs, but they say that by using the angle flat plug, it only takes up the lower outlet of a duplex outlet. So that is probably a good thing. Smart charging up to 2.4 volts per port. It comes with screws with those kind of keyhole things if you want to mount it to the wall or the back of furniture. And let's see, anything else? It was $36. Now, you can also buy with an 8-foot cord, but it's $8 more. It seems an awful lot for another 1.5 foot. Okay, this comes with a 6.5. I wish it had a lot of these. Oh, maybe, I think it, let me just plug it in here. I'm seeing now that what I'm hoping it has, I think it does have. All right, so I don't know what this probably tells you that it has circuit protection, and I will look in the booklet later and describe on the show what the other lights are for. That's
Nice. I think
Now, for the first time ever, Chad, Scooter X has found it for about 3 times as much on
AliExpress.
He found it for $60 with almost $30 shipping.
Oh my gosh. And it'll arrive in a month. You want, more money, more shipping, and it arrives later than...
Wow, this is the first time ever. Oh, and this one, all right, so it's 36, and when I bought mine, they didn't have this 8% off.
Yeah, so there's
that's
an 8%
good.
off coupon right there, which is kind of nice.
That's a riot.
That is fun.
So I guess AliExpress is buying them buying them on Amazon.
Right. They're just getting the Amazon version and then reselling them.
Shipping it to them and then shipping it back to you. Anyway.
I think that's so funny that I feel like there's so many that it doesn't matter if your power brick takes over one of them. I mean, just use the next... Now you have 22 of them.
Yes.
Oh, who cares if it covers over the neighbors?
Yes.
You got 22 others to deal with.
Exactly. So the thing is, obviously, a lot of people, I think, are just going to overload it. It's
right.
15 amps no matter what. So you have to keep that in mind. Although these days, things take so little power. That party light is rated at 6 watts.
Yeah.
TVs don't take a lot of power. So,
and lamps. I mean, if you were going to do like a table lamp, that type of thing, if you put an LED light bulb in it, if it's a 40-watt equivalent, it's like 2 watts. It's so little.
Exactly.
That is cool.
So if you need a lot of plugs, you could consider that, but remember, it's not UL approved.
So it's not URL approved.
No. It says FCC. I forgot what they call the thing. Anyway, the FCC thing has nothing to do with the electricity. The FCC is that there are no, I believe the unit cannot burn. The things it's made of is fire resistant, but the FCC thing does not refer to the electronics.
I see.
Now, if they're honest, it does have a lot of shutdown procedures in it, but that would be up to you to whether you want to believe it or not.
Right. Okie dokie. Good stuff.
Okay, and our final guy. Oh, Chad, you'll get a kick out of this. Okay, take a look at this.
Ooh.
10 months ago, I bought one of these little pop-it things. It's like a fidget thing. You get nervous, you can pop them up and then flip it over and pop them down. And then about a couple of months ago, Mo sent in a little video, or maybe it was a photograph, that he had found one of these, I think at the dollar store, and it was like a foot long. And I figured, that's the kiss of death, all right? Maybe they've reached the end of life. Well, they have not, because on Amazon, I found this, okay? And I guess it's a little purse, but this really doesn't work, and I'll tell you why. You can pop them. You're sitting on the bus and you're nervous. But then you have to get your finger in there to pop them out the other way. And if you have a lot of stuff in here, you're not going to be able to do that. But wait, there's more. Okay? Moving up. Okay. These do not come with sunglasses. All right, so this is pitched as a carry-all or a pencil box, and the same problem. Okay, you can push them down. Actually, it's even harder to push them down because I guess if there's something in there that you can push against. But the same problem. You'll have to get your hand in to pop them back out again. But wait, the biggie.
There's more.
Who thought you would ever see, ta-da, a carry bag? I don't know what possessed them to put eyeballs in here, but it's the same situation. I mean, maybe to the beach. Although if you go to the beach and you're nervous, don't go in the water. Okay? So you pop them down, and the same deal. You have to be able to get your hand behind this to pop them back out. Now, Mo found that thing for $1. These are not cheap. Ladies and gentlemen, I spent $40.
Wow.
All right? And I just want to go to the description here because this is one of my favorite things ever, okay? Pop fidget purse, pop pencil case, pop coin bag for girls 10 to 12, all right?
No one older.
Hey, what are you, 14? You can't carry that. Put that down. Or, look at my case. What are you, 11? Do you know that that's for 12-year-olds? You know I'm going to tell your mother? Anyway, Poppets are not dead. So I just thought that, Rainbow, okay, I guess the company is called Rainbow. Well, they live up to it. And they even have different rainbows if you want. That's it. That's Poppet, the Poppet purse, and I'm going to pop out of here.
He's popping off.
So I was looking on Amazon again, and I got down to the fine print. I don't get this. These are designed and made by professional children's toy experts.
Huh.
Suitable for all ages. I don't know why at the top it says for girls 12 to 14. Not for kids under 3 because of small parts. I don't know what the small parts are. Can exercise logic ability, concentration, thinking ability, planning ability, thinking challenge, multiple gameplay with simple rules. I don't know where all this comes from because there's nothing on the bag and there's nothing. I don't know what game you play. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. I think I feel like they just had the extra stock laying around and they're like, what can we do with it?
Maybe.
Fashion. This is the next
big
vertical for the Poppet craze.
Yeah. Oh, I got a game. Okay. You take one side of the pocketbook. I'll take the other side.
Exactly.
See who can get all the bubbles punched in first.
Right. No, I don't think that'll work. There it is on Amazon. The eyeballs freak me out for sure. $40 for all of it.
But you get all 3.
You get all 3. You're gonna be looking stylish wherever you go to pop it. Okay. Well, that brings us to a new Crappy Corner!
Yay!
But you might want it at Chad's Crappy Corner. Get it?
Okie dokie. Here it is. I recorded a video about it earlier, so let's take a look. Hey diggities, so we are back with another inexpensive version of an expensive gadget. And this week we are taking a look at a Ember competitor. So Ember is a smart mug that will keep your coffee or hot drink at a desired temperature. So this kind of does the same thing. It is the Ion mug. It looks actually pretty nice. I have seen similar kind of mugs like this, and some of them have like weird little things on their base. Some of them, they just don't look very nice, all of them. So this one kind of looks nice, which is exciting. This is also a pretty easy thing to go purchase. It's available at Walmart. So if you have a Walmart nearby, you can go and pick one of these up without much hassle. You know, it's not something you have to go and purchase online and then wait a long time for it to come. So we have quite a lot of little things in here. Just making sure that I have it all. It looks like we have the mug itself with a lid. Now there is a lot of space. I can tell that the depth of this mug is about that deep. So there is a bunch of space that's taken up by the heating element and electronics. We're peeling this piece off. That's the little contacts for when it rests in its base. And then it also has, of course, a power cable. The end of this power cable is not USB, so it is you need to use their power brick in order to power it up. I have some coffee brewing over there. I'm gonna make sure I'm not missing anything in the instructions. Pour the coffee in, check the temperature, and then we'll come back and I say maybe like an hour and see if it's held its temperature. So let me get it all set up and get the coffee in. We'll be right back. Okie dokie, so it's all set up and I've read through some of the instructions sort of about the mug so I can tell you about them. So it has its charging base with the two little contacts right there to charge the mug, and then a button at the bottom. When you see this blinking, these like 4 blinking LEDs, that is it in standby mode. So if I click the bottom of the mug once, it'll set it to 135 degrees as its desired temperature. If I hit it again, 140, and if I hit it again, 145. You'll also notice that red LED, when I set it on to the charging port, solid red indicates that it is charging. Red blinking indicates that it is really low power and needs to charge. And then solid green means that it's fully charged. So we're doing good here. At full charge, the box says that you'll get 2 to 3 hours of heating performance off the coaster. So there's enough battery in there for that amount of time. So I just brewed up some coffee. I'm gonna transfer it over here. And I had a full mug, and this is also a full mug. So it's a normal sort of a cup of coffee is what that keeps inside of there. We have it set to 145, and I'm just gonna check the temperature right now of this because it was just brewed, right? So this is fresh coffee, and we're at 157 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm just gonna leave this here, set at 145. We'll come back in as much time as we can, basically. I'll tell you how long it was and see what the temperature of the mug is at. So see you guys in the future. Okie dokie. It has been an hour and a half since we recorded the last video. So let's check it out. Sticking in the thermometer now. So it'll be around 145, hopefully. Oh, there we are, 133, 144. Oh, going back to 43. So it looks like
that's
it's
pretty good.
There. So it did exactly what we're a few degrees off, but I think I'll give it that. That is pretty darn close to what it's supposed to be at. So that's pretty awesome. The outside of the mug doesn't feel too hot. And so all in all, I think it did exactly what it said it was going to do. So let's talk about the competition. This is what it is supposed to be replacing. The Ember mug, $130 for this mug. I believe that this is powered by USB instead of its own power brick. but that is the replacement. So what did this cost? Well, it's probably on the more expensive side for the crappy corner, but it cost $40. So for $40, you get a very, very similar product with the Ion mug. So if you enjoy your coffee hot and you can't have it any other way, you should check out the Ion mug, which you can get at Walmart. Back to you guys in the studio.
No, I was gonna guess $40. That's a great buy.
Yeah, I think so.
It's
Can't get rid of the video. There it is. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's a hard choice. Do you want the Pop-It wallet, bag, and keychain for $40, or would you rather have this for $40?
The electronic mug. Oof, man, I do like that style of the Pop-Its. And I did misspeak just a bit later. I went to the Ember website, so they do have Ember mugs as low as $100.
Yeah, but still $40.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure. So this box says that it is a 12-ounce cup, but I'm pretty positive it's just 10 ounces because I poured it into a measuring thing and it was pretty close to 10 ounces, and I know that my mugs are 10 ounces, so I'm actually kind of shocked that it says that it's 12 ounces.
Well, it's 2 ounces of electronics.
Yes, it's kind of true. The other thing that I forgot to mention is that this cannot be microwaved. Please do not microwave your electronics. So pretty obvious, but there was a big sticker on it and it made me think, okay, well, I should probably mention that. And second is that it needs to be hand washed. In fact, even on the box it says easily cleaned by a flow of water.
I see.
Seem like it doesn't even want you to get it that wet.
Yeah, so you can't put it in the sink, right? Basically.
I would be very careful with it. I wouldn't. The metal contacts at the bottom specifically, I just make sure it's not in moisture all the time.
There's no heat in the mug itself, right? So when you take it away from the coaster, the heating is going to stop.
No, it is in the mug. So
it is in the mug.
Yeah. So the use case. In fact, I kind of didn't show it off that much because it had just been out of the box. But the use case is you could walk around the office for 2 hours, and your mug will stay hot.
Yeah,
and that's at 2 to 3 hours that it can stay off of the base.
I think that's great.
Yeah. So the base is just to recharge the mug. And the Ember, on the other hand, the 10-ounce version, they say on their website that the battery will work for an hour and a half. And then the 14-ounce version, it says that it'll be 80 minutes, which is
an hour and 20.
Yeah, an hour and 20. So this actually, if you believe the box, and I haven't had enough time to actually run it all the way out, this has a better battery life than the Ember. So I'm pretty impressed with it for what it is, and you get the cool little lid, which I think is also
I like that.
Neat. So this is the Ion mug, all one word, and if you're searching for it on Walmart's website, you do need to have it all be one word because I kind of knew about it. I was looking for it, I couldn't find it, and then I remembered it's all one word. So you got to do that. Here it is, $40. It comes in a few different colors.
It comes in colors, right?
Yeah, bronze.
Yeah.
I mean, it is like the direct ripoff. In fact, I'm pretty sure one of the ways I found this was going to Google Ember mug and searching for the Ember mug. And then in this shop carousel, I'm pretty sure the Ion, there it is. It's like hard to tell which one is the knockoff.
Yeah.
That's it, at $40 from Walmart. So it's definitely, off-brand version
great. Yeah.
of that. $40 at Walmart, the Ion mug. Okie dokie. With that, let's move on to Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
They're geeky and they're goofy, together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play in Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
Okay, our email is from Norris Hall, who was submitted before. I don't know how to describe this gadget. It's weird, funny, fascinating, hypnotic, and possibly educational, but I think fun might best describe it.
Ooh.
So here is Norris's video.
Whoa. It's a unicycle.
Hey, Dickie D and Chad. I know it's kind of like a what the heck is it, and it's not an old gadget, but it's a brand new gadget that looks like an old gadget. This is called a, hang on a second, I've forgotten the name of it. A Stirling engine. And I have just heated up a cup of water in the microwave and set this thing right down on top of it.
Oh,
And
wow.
man, it has just taken off. It's been running for probably
Perfect for your mug.
It would never turn off.
Slowing down. Hang on
That
a
is so
second, and I'll
funny.
take it off of the coffee cup and I'll let you see it.
Steam powered.
Yeah.
Okay.
Steam-powered
So
entertainment.
taking it off the coffee cup, it's still going. This thing is just really cool. I can imagine about 5 or 6 of these. You take them to a restaurant, everybody orders coffee and sets them on top of their coffee cup. Anyway, I'll stop it here. There you go. And that bellows inside there goes up and down, and these little metal rods attached to the wheel, and it just spins around, and it's just fun. It's made by Sunny Tech, as you can probably see here. I got it on Amazon for about $40, but there was a 10% off coupon when I bought it, so you might want to check it out. But I got it for my grandson for Christmas, but I think he may not get it. I don't know. We'll see. Thanks a lot.
That is cool. I love that.
And I don't know if you notice, he's super at the bottom of the screen. You can also run it from a coffee warmer.
Perfect. It will
Yes.
never end. That is so
Yes.
funny. Going around the
That is
office.
great.
With the Stirling
Oh,
engine.
you know what? That's cheaper than I would have thought.
Yeah. And you can
It's $40. Actually, it looks like $36 because you
Yeah.
can get 10% off
yeah.
with a. That is really neat. And I email, what I've been doing lately is emailing the people that I'm going to use their video. And I see we have a Hall in the chat room, and I'm just wondering if that is Norris Hall. Norris, is that you who sent in this video? This is really great.
I kind of love how it just doesn't do anything, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
It's kind of the nothing gadget, you know. It has no use, but it's cool.
It is. It's very cool. It's very cool. I think that's really neat.
Yeah.
So Norris, great. You're in time to get the April issue of Mad Magazine, and where Scooter X looks like he found it for $26.99.
It is. This is sterlingkit.com. And I'm trying to just get rid of all the pop-ups before I cut over to it.
Yeah.
Here it is, $26.99.
Oh, but there might be shipping, right?
There could be, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But yeah, there it is.
Oh, wait, Scooter X said it's not the same. It's smaller.
Oh. This is for, it is, look at the wheel is definitely a lot smaller.
Oh, yeah.
This is for a shot glass of no, I'm just kidding. I have no idea what the size is. Here's the dimensions.
Oh, yeah,
That's in
no help at
centimeters.
all.
I don't speak that language. Sorry, I'm not
Me
bilingual.
either.
Centimeters.
Me either.
Very cool. Love it.
Very cool. Thank you, Norris. That is Norris in the chat room. So if you want to make a video like Norris, you can show us anything to do with a gadget. Like here's a gadget that does nothing, but we love it. Make a video, use horizontal format. Just make sure we can hear you and see the gadget, okay? It can be anywhere from 1 to 3 minutes. Put it up on YouTube. When you upload, there's a drop-down menu, and you can click unlisted, and then only people with the URL will be able to see it. And email us that URL, and that goes to mail@gizwiz.tv, mail@gizwiz.tv. And if we use your video, and we use 99% of them, we will send you the current issue of Mad Magazine. So do it. Okay. And Nora, send me your address in case it wasn't in your email. I'm not sure if it was. That's it. Anything to do with a gadget.
Do it now.
Do it now.
With that, let's move on to the letter.
Become the letters, your lovely letters. Become the Giz Wiz letters now.
Now.
Email is from Mo, who is great at finding weird stuff. And he says, guys, would you buy this? And he sent a link to a video. And this is a Japanese Kickstarter project. Oh, you could just advance like 15 seconds. Oh, she's going to do it really quick. It's a motor scooter with a place
A dog in?
your pet.
Okay.
Okay. And it's very funny because toward the front, there's an opening so your dog can ride with its head out. Now, this little doggy is an older dog, and I think is perfectly happy just in it. But I guess if you could speed a little through, we can see a doggy riding.
Oh my gosh, it's so much longer than I expected.
Yeah.
Okay, brake lights. You got here. Let's look at this dog.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there he is. There's a little corgi. Oh my. I don't know if I want to invest in gadgets specifically for the animal.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. No, I know. And
especially not, I assume this isn't cheap. I mean, these type of things are.
You know what? I put the website that it's on, a link to it. It's like the Japanese version of Kickstarter. It's cheaper than I thought it would have been. It's $1,000.
Okay.
But the thing is, I'm not even sure your pet. I think at the top there's a thing that says English. I'm not even sure your pet would be comfortable in there.
Yeah.
Unless you were on a really smooth road. Now, electric motorcycle. I mean, it was interesting. It said if you have an older dog, that you could ride the dog to the park and then let the dog out and run around. But it has to be a fairly small dog.
Yeah.
And there's
so I'm trying to think of
like
the alternative, right? Like the reason I'd want this is it's just so, it simplifies my life so much, right? So the alternative is you have like a kick scooter that has like a thing, you know, like you'd have like a Segway or a Vespa with a dog carrier on the back, a bicycle with a dog carrier. You know, I'm trying to think of like, maybe this does fill a good niche because there isn't great ways to bike around or scooter around with a pet.
And they also point out you can just go shopping with it and put groceries in the compartment.
Right.
But my only fear is if you go over bumps and things, I'm not sure your doggy's going to really like that.
Right.
But, anyway, who knew?
Yeah, who knew? I'm not completely like, against
Down
it.
on it, but you're not
Yeah,
sure.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like, it does seem like there could be a pretty good use for it. I can also imagine, living in a city and the dog park is a few blocks away,
And
or
you have an
maybe
old dog.
longer. Maybe it's a mile away, and that's just not convenient. So you put your dog in there, go to the dog park, and there you go. Oh, it has a website as well, which looks.
Oh, they
pretty
do.
good. Yeah. Moped e-bike. That's actually a very funny website. mopedebike.com. Moped. How to get a moped.
Yeah. Oh, you got I put it in and it kept changing it to moped.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you sure you don't mean moped?
Moped?
No,
You want a moped, don't you?
I want a moped.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Anyway, Mo, thank you.
Yeah.
That was a fun gadget.
I don't think my dog would fit.
No, Charlie probably would.
Yeah, your Charlie definitely, I think, would fit. My Charlie is not that small of a dog. I'm surprised that more. So we've seen such a huge influx of kick scooters, electric blah blah blah. I'm surprised that we haven't seen more things that integrate some type of storage solution, because it's all been sort of just a board,
Transportation.
transportation.
Exactly. Just transportation. Not even a place to put a grocery shop
or anything. Exactly. So I'm surprised we haven't seen quite more of that, because darn convenient, especially if you're using that to get around your city. You want to use it for simple everyday stuff. Storage is essential. So surprised by that. Thanks, Mo, for the letter. Also, thank you to our patrons over at patreon.com/Giz Wiz, or head on over to gizwiz.tv. Click on the Patreon tab. There's a big old Patreon banner there for you to click and follow to our Patreon page. Thank you guys so much for your support of the show and being generous to us for the continuation of the Giz Wiz. So thank you so much. If you like the Giz Wiz, please consider giving back over at patreon.com/GizWiz. And if you want to give via PayPal, you can head on over to gizwiz.tv. On that Patreon page there at gizwiz.tv, there's a PayPal link if you want to give via PayPal. However you give, thank you so much. Speaking of gizwiz.tv, that's our website where you can see all of our past episodes or watch the show live just about every Thursday, 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern Time. We are there right now. So get on over there, gizwiz.tv. If there's ever a schedule change, it most likely will be at the top of the website. If you don't see it live, no big deal. We have all the episodes there on our website so that you can catch them all. And if you want to find out more about any of the gadgets that we talked about on the show, head on over to gizwiz.biz. Dickie D writes up articles about all of the gadgets that we cover. So if you need an Amazon link, you need a refresher on what that thing was, head on over to gizwiz.biz. While you're there, play What the Heck Is It? This is the game show online, and we're coming to the end of this run here at the end of February. It'll be done. We'll find out what the heck it was, and sorry to say that I already know what this is. These are edible plates that you can take to parks, and once you're finished with your paper plate, you just eat it. It's very green. In fact, it's physically green, but it's a very green way to have a picnic. If you think you know what this is, get a guessin' over at gizwiz.biz. 6 Mad Magazines for correct answers, 12 Mad Magazines for funny, clever, hilarious, or interesting answers. So get a guessin' over at gizwiz.biz. Next week, we'll have a show on Thursday, and we'll follow it up on Friday with another show. And then, of course, the week after that, there will be no show. So we'll be recording 2 Giz Wizzes next week, Thursday and Friday, same time, same place. That about wraps it up for our show. We'll see you next week.
I'll be here.